Did you know that when you think of searching online, Google is probably the first thing that comes to your mind? But here's something that might shock you. There are actually hundreds of search engines out there that you've probably never heard of. While Google controls about 92% of all internet searches, there's a whole world of alternative search engines that offer unique features and benefits. Some of these search engines are so good at specific things that they might actually work better for you than Google. Today we're going to explore the hidden world of search engines that exist beyond Google. You'll discover search engines that protect your privacy, others that plant trees when you search, and some that give you completely different results than what you're used to seeing. By the end of this video, you'll have a toolkit of search engines for different purposes, and you might even find yourself switching from Google for certain tasks. So let's dive into this fascinating world of search engines that most people don't even know exist. Let's start with something most people don't realize. Google wasn't even the first search engine. Back in the early days of the internet, there were search engines like Yahoo, AltaVista, and Ask Jeeves that ruled the web. Google only came into the picture in 1998, but it quickly became dominant because of its simple design and better search results. Now, let's explore the different categories of search engines that exist today. First up, let's talk about search engines that actually respect your privacy. DuckDuckGo is probably the most famous Google alternative that doesn't track you. When you search on Google, it keeps a record of everything you search for, builds a profile about you, and uses that information to show you ads. DuckDuckGo doesn't do any of that. It doesn't store your search history, doesn't track you across websites, and doesn't create a profile about you. The search results on DuckDuckGo are pretty good, and the interface is clean and simple. They even have a feature called Bangs, where you can search other websites directly. For example, if you type YouTube cats, it will take you directly to YouTube's search results for cats. Another privacy-focused search engine is Startpage, which actually uses Google's search results but removes all the tracking. So you get the same quality of results as Google, but without Google knowing who you are. Then there's Cirx, which is an open-source search engine that you can even host yourself if you're really serious about privacy. Now let's talk about search engines that do something good for the world while you search. Ecosia is a search engine that plants trees every time you search. They make money from ads just like Google, but instead of keeping all the profits, they use 80% of their income to plant trees around the world. They've already planted over 150 million trees, and you can see a counter on their homepage that shows how many trees have been planted. The search results are powered by Bing, so they're pretty decent for most searches. Every search you do contributes to reforestation efforts in places like Brazil, Indonesia, and Ghana. There's also Good Search, which donates money to charities every time you search. You can choose which charity you want to support, and they'll donate a penny for each search you make. Some search engines are built for very specific types of searches. Yandex is the most popular search engine in Russia, and it's actually really good at image searches and reverse image searches. Their image search technology is sometimes even better than Google's, especially for finding similar images or identifying objects in photos. Baidu is China's biggest search engine, and if you're researching anything related to China or looking for content in Chinese, Baidu will give you results that Google might not show. Wolfram Alpha is a computational search engine that's amazing for math, science, and factual queries. Instead of showing you links to websites, it actually computes answers to your questions. If you ask it, what's the distance between New York and Tokyo, it won't just show you websites about it. It will calculate the exact distance and show you maps, time zones, and other related data. Some search engines focus on visual content in unique ways. TinyEye is specifically designed for reverse image searches. If you have a photo and want to find out where it came from or find similar images, TinyEye is often more accurate than Google's reverse image search. Pinterest, while mainly known as a social media platform, is actually one of the best search engines for visual inspiration. If you're looking for home decor ideas, recipes, or DIY projects, Pinterest search is incredibly powerful. For students and researchers, there are specialized search engines that focus on academic content. Microsoft Academic is great for finding research papers, citations, and academic publications. It has a clean interface and shows you citation counts, publication dates, and related research. Semantic Scholar is another academic search engine that uses AI to help you find the most relevant research papers. It can even show you the most influential papers in a field, and track how research has evolved over time. Different countries have developed their own search engines that sometimes work better for local content. Naver is South Korea's top search engine, and it has a completely different approach to showing results. Instead of just showing links, Naver shows rich content previews, images, and information directly on the search results page. Seznam is popular in the Czech Republic and has features specifically designed for Czech users. Some search engines don't have their own index of websites. Instead, they search multiple other search engines and combine the results. Searx is one example we mentioned earlier, but there's also Dogpile and Metacrawler. These meta search engines can sometimes give you more comprehensive results because they're pulling from multiple sources. Some search engines focus on finding content from social media and forums. Social Searcher lets you search across multiple social media platforms at once. If you want to see what people are saying about a topic on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and other platforms, this type of search can be really useful. While we won't go into detail about how to access them, it's worth knowing that there are search engines for the dark web too. These require special software to access and are used for both legitimate privacy purposes and, unfortunately, illegal activities. There are several good reasons to try search engines other than Google. Privacy is a big one. If you don't want your searches tracked and your data collected, alternatives like DuckDuckGo are great options. Different perspectives on results. Google personalizes your results based on your location, search history, and profile. Sometimes you might want to see what results look like without that personalization. Specialized features. As we've seen, some search engines are just better at specific things, supporting different values. If environmental causes or charity donations matter to you, using Ecosia or GoodSearch aligns your daily internet use with your values. Avoiding filter bubbles. Google shows you what it thinks you want to see, which can create a filter bubble where you only see information that confirms your existing beliefs. The easiest way to try alternative search engines is to simply bookmark a few and test them out for different types of searches. You can also change your browser's default search engine from Google to one of these alternatives. Most browsers let you add custom search engines, so you can even set up shortcuts to search multiple engines quickly. For example, you might use DuckDuckGo for general searches, Ecosia when you want to help the environment, and Wolfram Alpha for factual questions. The search engine landscape is constantly evolving. With concerns about privacy growing, we're seeing more privacy-focused options. AI and machine learning are making search results more sophisticated across all platforms. Voice search and visual search are becoming more important, which is pushing search engines to innovate in new ways. Some new search engines are experimenting with blockchain technology and decentralized search. It's worth understanding why Google became so dominant and why alternatives face challenges. Google has billions of dollars to spend on improving their search technology and infrastructure. They have access to enormous amounts of data that help them improve their results. Many websites are optimized specifically for Google's search algorithm. Google integrates with many other services, making it convenient for users to stick with it. However, this doesn't mean alternatives can't be better for specific use cases or user needs. Let me give you some specific examples of when you might choose different search engines. If you're planning a trip and want to see lots of visual inspiration, Pinterest might be better than Google. If you're doing research for a school project and need academic sources, Microsoft Academic or Semantic Scholar will give you better results than Google. If you're concerned about privacy and don't want your political searches tracked, DuckDuckGo is a safer choice. If you want to help fight climate change with your daily internet use, Ecosia lets you plant trees just by searching. If you need to solve a math problem or get specific calculations, Wolfram Alpha will give you direct answers instead of links to websites. You don't have to completely abandon Google to benefit from alternative search engines. Many people use different search engines for different purposes. Start by trying one alternative search engine for a week and see how it compares to your usual Google searches. Pay attention to the quality of results, the user interface, and any unique features that might be helpful for your specific needs. So there you have it, the hidden world of search engines beyond Google. From privacy-protecting options like DuckDuckGo to tree-planting Ecosia, from academic-focused Semantic Scholar to computation-powered Wolfram Alpha. Each of these search engines offers something unique that Google might not provide. The next time you need to search for something online, consider whether one of these alternatives might actually serve you better. Remember, using different search engines isn't about completely replacing Google. It's about having the right tool for the right job. Try out a few of these search engines this week and see which ones work best for your needs. Which alternative search engine are you most excited to try? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video if you learned something new today. Subscribe for more content about internet tools and technologies that can make your online life better and more private. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.